Dear students, today we will start to comprehend the main points of the poem The Echoing Green and its questions. So let's start from the main points of the poem. The poem can be divided into the following three parts. Beginning, the sun is rising, the birds are singing, and the children are playing on the green on a spring morning. Middle, Old John and the other old folks are sitting under an oak tree watching and remembering when they were young and playing on the green. End, the sun is setting and the children stop playing on the green. They are gathering in the laps of their mothers like birds in their nest as the day ends. Dear students, now we start the textual exercise. Understanding the poem. First question is, what time of day is it at the beginning of the poem? If you read the first three lines carefully you can find the answer. As. At the beginning of the poem, the sun is rising and merry bells are ringing, so it is early in the morning. Now question B. Which words from the first stanza create a cheerful mood? The answer is, happy, merry, welcome, sing, and cheerful. Are the words in the first stanza which create a cheerful mood? Question C is, in the second stanza, what are the older people doing? And what do they remember? If you read the second stanza carefully you can find the answer. We come to know in the second stanza, the older people are laughing at the children playing. It makes them remember when they used to play happily on the green when they were young. Before starting the answering of these questions, read the third stanza. Now the question D. In the final stanza, what time of day is it? The answer is in the third line of the final stanza. The sun does descend tells us that the sun is going down, so it is the evening. Now the next question E. In the final stanza, what happens to the children? In the final stanza, the children are tired and ready for rest, so they sit with their mothers instead of playing. Next question is F. In the final stanza, the poet creates an interesting image by comparing the mother and her children to a type of animal. What animals are they compared to? And what are they doing? Effect of using this comparison. Again, if you read the final stanza you can understand that the poet compares the mother and her children to birds in a nest. The children sit with their mothers. The effect of the comparison is that we can picture the children with their mothers, getting comfort and warmth and feeling safe. Now see the next question G. Make a list of the animals mentioned in the poem. The answer is, only two birds of bush, the skylark and thrush, are mentioned in the poem. Question H. Make a list of sounds mentioned in the poem. Which stanza doesn't have any sound mentioned in it? The answer is, the first two stanzas of the poem have the following sounds: bells ringing, bird song, laughter, voices of the old folk. But no sounds are mentioned in the final stanza. See question I. What do you notice about the last line of each stanza? Say how they are similar and how they are different. If you read the last line of each stanza, you will find that the last line of each stanza is almost the same. In stanzas 1 and 2, the same words are used, on the echoing green. But, in the second stanza, this is a line of speech rather than a description. In the third stanza, the word echoing is replaced with the word darkening. Now the last question J. How does the difference in the last lines affect the mood of the end of the poem? Answer is very clear, as the word darking in the last stanza creates a quiet, calm mood and complete silence prevailing in the green. It may signifies the end of life. Dear students, hope you have comprehended all the questions. Watch again this video, if you have any confusion. Now it is your turn to solve the worksheet that is assigned to you. Thanks.